You just can't live without a computer these days. So what happens when it's just not working the way it should be? I say call the computer doctor of San Antonio, and joining us is the owner, Philip Goss. Thank you so much, Dr. Philip Goss of the computer doctor. Thanks for being here. You really can't be without a computer these days. If your computer crashes, internet's not working, people are up in arms.
They're freaking out.
They are freaking out. But they shouldn't be.
Well, no. I mean, it can be intimidating sometimes, but it's only like if you don't know exactly what you're doing or what's going on, and the best thing to do is just to learn about it. I mean, you can go like onto Google, or you can go.
Hopefully, if your computer's working right, you can go into Google.
You can go into Google. Yeah, exactly. If the computer's working right or anything like that, then you can go to Google just to to check out just different things. If you're just wanting to learn something,
exactly.
There's always something to learn. I mean, I'm always learning different things every day.
So, and a lot of people are intimidated because once that computer breaks down, if you don't know what to do, you're really at a loss. And there are probably some huge mistakes that computer users make that then result in their computer not working properly.
Right.
And you're going to tell us some of those.
Yes. There's a lot of different things to do as far as you don't want to randomly delete files that you don't know that you don't know exactly what files you're deleting. You don't want to just randomly delete different files just for no reason.
I've done that before.
Yes.
Which probably explains why my laptop is not working right. Now, how do you know which files to delete and which files you shouldn't delete?
Well, the basic thing to do is say if you do want to delete a certain program, what you need to do is go in the control panel. And when you go in the control panel, you're going to go into add and remove programs. And when you go into remove those programs, it'll remove them the right way.
Okay, so that's something really important
to
note.
Yes.
Now, this probably happens a lot. You decide to download that software or whatever the case is for free.
Yes, exactly. There's just different websites that offer free screensavers and wallpaper and stuff like that. And when you go onto that certain website, it may prompt up a user, little box that'll say, download this. And
for free.
Exactly, for free.
Yeah.
And if you don't know exactly what you're downloading, then it can download junk onto the hard drive and slow the computer down. And so that's just to feed their revenue. That's the only way that they can make their money, when they're offering for free,
Right, because you want everybody wants something for free, but this is probably going to cost you a lot, and it's going to download a bunch of things that you don't want on your computer.
Right, exactly. Yeah, when it slows the computer down, then it's like you can't do anything. You just sit there and you wait and you wait and you wait, and there's just like, there's no end to it.
So it's probably too good to be true, I think.
Right.
And then also the last one was not downloading updates.
Yes, when you don't download updates, it has a chance of being vulnerable to security problems. Microsoft is always coming out with security updates like every second week of the month on Tuesday. And when they come out with different updates for the operating system, whether it be Windows XP or 2000, it patches up the security updates.
Okay. I'm just going to be real. I don't download the updates, and I also delete files that I'm not supposed to.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, the main thing you want to do is just make sure your antivirus software is always up to date. Just make sure it just always updates, because there's always new viruses and new Trojans and all that junk coming out. And so, once you get that,
it could really corrupt your computer.
Exactly.
You're going to do a demonstration for us. Explain to us what you're going to be showing us.
Okay. Basically, what you do is, like, say if there's a bunch of programs that are starting up and you don't want them to start up.
Yes, that happens all the time. You start up your computer and all of a sudden everything starts popping up all at one time.
Right.
Okay, we don't want that to happen.
There's a bunch of startup programs, mainly a lot more than this, what is listed here.
Now, where did you start? You started at the start button.
Yes, what you're going to do is go down here to the left on the left side at the bottom, and you're going to go to start and go to run. When you go to run, you're going to type in MS as in Microsoft, and then config as in configuration, CONFIG, and then you hit enter, and it's going to bring up this configuration utility here.
Okay.
Now you're going to go to the very end where it says startup, and the very end that says startup, these are all the programs that are loaded or that are going to load when Windows starts up.
Okay. I'm fascinated because this happens to me every single time I start my computer.
Early?
Everything comes up.
Oh, yes. I mean, there are so many different things. Whether you get a computer from Dell or Hewlett-Packard or just different computers, they will all have these free programs and stuff that, like antivirus programs and office programs and stuff that load.
Now, at this point, you would probably delete them all. Now, here's the deal, is that I still really don't get all the stuff with computers, and a lot of you out there probably don't either. You shouldn't be intimidated, but if you are and you want to learn some more, I say call this guy right here, because he is the computer doctor, and you do have a special running as well, 20% off through Labor Day, and students who you're going back to school, we know this, 30% off, and for hosts of TV shows, 50% off. Absolutely. 210-823-2669, or shoot him an email or check out his website. Thank you so much for being here. We
appreciate it.
Absolutely. After the break, the famous Leon Springs Dance Hall is kicking up its heels once again. We'll have details right after this. Stay with us.